At least. Let me just start recording this. So find the value of 3 minus. I hope we're able to see this font that's here. So someone says, I think 04 is okay. Okay. I'll try and see if I can get some feedback from the other groups as well. But let's see how this one works. If some of you cannot manage to go all the way up to 24, then we can cut it still. So find the value of 3 minus 3 times 3 plus 3. Now, what we are using here is board mass. That's the first thing that we shall actually use here. Now, we definitely know that if we're looking at board mass, the first thing that we must always, okay, let's do this. The first thing that we must always look at are brackets, BODMAS. That's the first thing that must look at. Brackets of division, multiplication, and addition. And of course, the last one should always be subtraction. That's what we have on this guy. So if we are solving this guy, what should we do? We must first of all begin with multiplication. So we are actually multiplying these two. So this has got a minus, this has a positive. So minus positive, we still get a minus. That means it will be 3 times. Now, normally, if you have a negative, it's in brackets. So it will actually be 3 times. So I'm actually trying to show you this. 3 by negative 3. 3 by negative 3, of course, that's negative what? It's negative 9, isn't it? So meaning there, we can actually substitute negative 9. Meaning, what shall we have? We shall have 3 minus 9 plus 3. That's the thing. So 3 minus 9, that's negative 6. Because the thing is that you go to your left 9 times and you go to your right 3 times. You get negative 6, then plus 3. You get, of course, a negative 3. That's the answer for this guy. Any question? So you go to your left 6 times, you go to your right 3 times. This is what you have. I don't know if there's any question on this guy. So by the way, I'll have to start this afresh in the recording and all that. So I'm just showing you this to just pass time here. But when I'm sending the video, I'll begin this from the beginning. Any question on this guy? Now, evaluate 42 divided by 42 divided by 0.07. So MTN is better now I've seen because I've not experienced some cuts here and there. So it's 42 divided by, so let's put an over. So my over is always down 0.07. Now, what should you do? The first thing that you do is that make sure that you don't have any decimals, because if you don't have any decimals, solving will be faster and easier. Meaning the first thing that we should actually do is get rid of those decimals. That's the first thing. So how do we get rid of the decimals? We get rid of the decimals on the denominator. So this guy has got 2 decimal places, meaning we're supposed to multiply this by 100. And we're supposed to multiply this by 100. Meaning if we multiply the denominator by 100, it will just be 7. Then this will be a 4200, whatever. Then divide by a 7. So 7 into 42, that's a 6. So that's actually what? That's actually 600. Any question on this one? So these are like you said 2 marks. So 2 marks, you must be able to solve them in 3 minutes. That's the rule for this guy. Let's continue. If you have any question and all that, you can just raise your hand or something. Simplify this guy. So simplifying, the first thing, of course, we expand, then we group the like terms. So expanding on this guy, what do we get? We are first of all expanding the 3. So 2m minus 4n, then 3 by negative 3 by 3, that's negative 9n. Then negative, that's a positive, that means plus 3m. We get these 2m plus 3m minus 4n minus 9n. So that's 5m. So both of these guys have the same signs. So if they have the same signs, that means definitely they are adding, but on the negative end. So negative 4 minus 9, that's negative 13n. Any question on this one? So let's go to the next one. So the next one is so you've seen you always say paper 1 is difficult, but these are not difficult. You've seen, okay? 3 squared. So 3 squared, of course, it's 3 by 3. And that's a what? That's a 9. So it's a 9. 9 times 2 to the power 3, that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, that's an 8 times 2 to the power 0, that's a what? A number to the power 0, that's a 1. So 9 times 8, that's 72. That's what we have here. Any question on this guy? So let's go down. So it is given that, just do this. It is given that 10x is equal to 3 and 10y is equal to 9. What is the value of 10y minus 9? What is the value of 10y minus 9? So someone might actually be confused. Okay, how do I work on this? How do I work on this? Now, if you go so this is what I was actually saying about the network. I think MTN is better because at least it did not trip that much. So let me just conclude on this one because I'll be actually forced to do recordings for all the videos after midnight. So if the network misbehaves with physics, then I just have to record all the classes after midnight and actually send them through. Now let me just do this, then let's see what happens. Now this is something on indices. That's something you should know. This is something on indices. Now these guys gave us a 10 10y minus x. Now we definitely know that when we have indices, if you have the same base and the powers are subtracting, what does that mean? It actually means initially these guys were actually dividing. That's the thing. Meaning it's actually 10 to the power, the first letter that you have there, which is y, then divide by the same number 10 to the power, the letter that's there on the second, which is x. That's the meaning of that. If they have the same base you simply subtract the powers. That's what you have there. Now, what does this show you? You can actually see that 10 to the power y, 10 to the power y is what? A 9. 10 to the power x, that's a what? That's a 3. That means your answer is simply a what? A 3. That means it's actually done. But when someone looks at it that way, they would actually think as if it's if it's uh if it's as if it's something else. Any question on this one? So let's solve this other guy. So like I said, I will record this one. By the way, like I said, I will have to make this one a full 40 minutes so that we can compensate for this time. A set has 3 elements. How many subsets does it have? So the number of subsets is found by so the number of subsets C is found by raising 2 to the power the number of elements. So that means this has got 3 elements. That means it's 2 to the power 3. 2 to the power 3, of course, that's simply an 8. So 8 is the answer. Then we have what we call proper subsets. So a proper subset is a set that contains at least one, but not all the elements. That's the thing. So an empty set and a set that has got everything, those are not considered to be proper subsets. That's the thing. So if they say that it has got 3 proper subsets, okay, like it has got 3 proper subsets, just know that you'll be adding 2 more because you'll be adding the empty set and the set that has got everything, meaning you have 5. That's the thing. So if this has got, let's say, 8 subsets, to subtract a 2, that means it has got 6 proper subsets. They do ask such questions. So since we are doing past paper questions, if there's any other form of question that these guys will bring, I'll definitely be letting you know. So I'll make this one and send it through in the group. This one, I think I just have to continue from here. Yeah, I think I just have to continue from here, going downwards. So we'll really be moving fast. So whatever I don't finish in the class, I'll definitely be making some additional videos after midday. So we are supposed to switch to physics. So the 10 minutes rule is applying here. So meaning at exactly 23:15, we're supposed to join. So I think 19 hours is just better so that at least we do my 40-40 because this is not. So let's join back in exactly 10 minutes for physics.